has started. And we are hopelessly outgunned.
Director Fury, I think it's time.
You know what I love about this movie actually is it's when you pair up all these superheroes, the big bad gets to be that much more bad. So I really enjoyed watching about this the last part of this movie is this fight sequence, the last 30 minutes is so intense because there's so many different things to be looking at.
Also, the effects have gotten so amazing in the last 10 years, even the last couple of years. And, they're constantly outdoing each other in these movies. And you get really jaded to the point where you can sit there and watch an awful lot of action and kind of just be like eating your popcorn and a little bored. And I haven't been this excited, just as a fanboy and an audience member in a movie. I couldn't think since maybe like The Matrix or Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just that much action.
I think it's unprecedented. I don't think anybody's done this before. Here you have 7, and if you include the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, 9 superheroes, all of whom are beloved by people already, and they're used to being in their own movies, and they're a team. It's an absolutely extraordinary thing, I think, to bring these individual, isolated, extraordinary figures together and make them fight on the same team.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
Oh, I thought the Beast had wandered off.
You're missing the point. There's no throne. There is no version of this where you come out on top. Maybe your army comes, and maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you. Because if we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
If you're looking and if you know the details of the Marvel Universe, there are so many nods to worlds behind the world that you're looking at. The detail of where each character is from. And
there are a couple of little things for people who love the continuity of the Marvel Universe, but I don't tend to concentrate on that. It's hard enough to get the movie made and to make a movie that people who don't know Marvel can enjoy. So I don't spend a lot of time on Easter eggs.
The introduction of, I don't want to spoil it, but there's an intro that you got to be a geek to understand who they bring in at the end of the movie.
Power at 400% capacity.
How about that?
The superheroes have enormous egos and clashed quite a bit. The actors really don't. They are all actors first and movie stars second, and when they walked on that set, they walked on that set in the service of the film. We all knew that we had one boss, and that boss was the story.
really, ego has no place in acting because the best acting happens as a result of the chemistry between you. So if you're busy thinking about yourself, then you'll probably be worse, in a way. Great joy of being part of this company of actors is that everyone was so collaborative and so generous and so open. It was surprising and a complete delight, and I'm sure you'll hear it all day, but it was absolutely true. Like, there wasn't a single, nobody pulled their weight, nobody, you know, threw toys out of the pram, as it were.
Don't look anyone in the eye. There are a few rules with Chris, especially.
That's right.
Yeah,
Never look
perimeter around him. Don't touch him.
Don't talk to me directly.
Yeah, he had to talk through somebody else.
That's right.
Actually,
that's right.
Which is so frustrating.
It takes a lot to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
I think you take a bunch of actors that really started off in like theater and kind of independent films, and we've all had like very kind of varied careers that we're all just, I think, happy to still be working.
How desperate am I? You threaten my world with war. You steal a force you can't hope to control. You talk about peace and you kill because it's fun. You have made me very desperate. You might not be glad that you did.
Ooh. I always liked Spider-Man when I was a kid. I always tried to come up with something to make that happen, and I'm just being that confetti stuff.
That's not a web.
That's not a web.
I never really read comics when I was a kid, but I always liked Silver Surfer, which is probably a DC comic, I don't even know. I just thought he was rad. Let me put you on hold.
I don't know if it's possible to do anything bigger. We left a little bit of room for other things to happen.
Who knows what the future is going to bring, but I think it's well set up for another Avengers movie.
Superman too. Is that like sacrilegious to say?
What?
DC?
Shut your mouth.
DC?
Shut your mouth.